Hello, welcome to another Age of Empires HD game. This game is part of the Arabia 16 tournament, and hopefully there are actually some people watching the stream. I'm just going to check. Hopefully there are actually some people watching the stream. I'm just going to check. Hopefully there are actually some people watching the stream. I'm just going to check. Oh crap, that was ridiculous. Sorry. I'll just... Crap. Sorry, I don't know if you guys saw that. I had the volume on the stream, so hopefully everything is okay now. Let's just check. Is everything okay? Some feedback would be nice. I'm not sure whether I'm the only person watching this. Oh well. I'll just wait for some more people to show up, unless the only person in the room wants me to continue. Okay, there are more people now. Okay, cool. Without further ado, I will start the match. Okay, let's go. In the red, we have Arcade Jupe playing as the Huns, I think? Yep, definitely the Huns, because he hadn't made any houses straight off the bat. And in the blue, we have Tiarun playing as the Saracens. I did play Tiarun, I think, the other day on a stream, and he absolutely kicked my ass. So I'm going to root for him on this just because, you know, if he beats Jupe, then it doesn't necessitate that I'm worse than Jupe. Yeah. Nah, I'm meant to be neutral because I'm a commentator, but oh well. He's only just found his sheep, so that's interesting. He has having a bit of a late start, and he is killing his sheep not quite under his town centre. And Manda kill them straight under your town centre, but oh well. Anyway, in theory, Tiarun does have the advantage here, because, well, obviously Saracens are the camel civilization, camels being anti-cavalry units, means that yeah, he should have the advantage against the Huns, who are a cavalry civilization. The thing is, that's not always the case. Oh god, wow, that was a bit of a messy builder. But the thing is, that's not always the case, particularly because camels have very low pierce armor. They don't stand up to arrow fire that much, and seeing as the Huns' main unit of choice is the cavalry archer, often camels get completely shredded by cavalry archers when they are microed correctly. So this will be an interesting game. Anyway, Jupe is already lowering his boar, so he's doing things quite fast. I don't think Tiarun has lured his boar yet, and the scores are frozen. Tiarun does have the score lead at the moment. Sorry, I was just checking for a war and stuff. Except that might be because Jupe hasn't really scouted that much, and Jupe has... Well, the scores are fairly close at the moment. There isn't much in it. Just check what Tiarun's scouting is like. Tiarun has got better scouting, but not by much. He hasn't taken his first boar yet, so that may be why his score isn't that much above Jupe's, because his scouting is better, but he hasn't taken his second boar yet. Or his first boar, rather. He is putting a house all the way over here. Looks like he's going to wall off a little. His map is quite weird. Like, he can wall it, but it's really odd. I mean, this cliff provides natural protection, but if he walls across here, then he loses out on his gold over here and over here. Just annoying. Also, his lumber camp's in an awful location. I feel really bad about this. He must not have scouted when he put down that lumber camp. It'd be much better over around by here, maybe, just because there's more wood over there, so he doesn't have to rebuild one later. But, well. Yeah, he can wall off across here and across here, which would be nice. It would also get those deer in, which is always nice to have deer. It's quite a nice way of getting food in the castle and feudal age. Not really. I mean, in the dark and feudal age. Sorry, not the castle and feudal age. No, yeah, they're not really that good a source of food in the castle age, just because by then you've got fairly efficient farms. Although they still do add quite a bit of food, so by all means take them. He's already put up a barrack, so we can guess that he might be going for a drush. Yeah, no, putting up a barracks this early in the game is quite strange. Unless he would just wanted to get the most out of that villager being over there. That's interesting. If he does go for a drush, that'll be a really, well, make for a really nice game. Anyway, Jupe's map is quite good. He can wall off across here, and then maybe across around here, across here, and it would be quite a big wall off if he did across here, but it is doable. It's not like he can't do it. He also has back gold, which is nice. It is on a hill, so it is a bit harder to saturate, but it's not all too bad. I think the biggest complaint I have about Jupe's map is that it's got this kind of crater effect all around it. It's got this kind of hill over here, also across around by here as well. That's going to make archers, which just sit at the top, firing down towards villagers, get a huge amount of damage on them from the hill bonus, and it's just not pleasant. Anyway, I think well, Tiarun's score just dropped, and I'm not sure whether that might. I'm not sure what he's doing actually. I should keep an eye out on his. Yeah, he's gone up to feudal, and he's not going for a drush or anything. That was just an early barracks, I guess. He is scouting well. I don't think he's. Yeah, he hasn't found his opponent yet, but he's got quite good scouting actually. Yeah, he knows his local map quite well. I'll slow it down a bit for the change to stop things happening very fast. Jupe has advanced to the feudal age very fast actually. Well, I know it's not very fast. It's a fairly average time for good players. If I got to the castle age that quickly, I would be very impressed with myself, put it like that. The thing is, his barracks was quite late going up, so he's not going to be able to get down that stable or whatever he's going for. Is it the stable? Yeah, he's going for scouts. As we should all know, scouts are fairly standard for Huns, mainly because they produce them 20% faster than other civs, which is just nice. You know, it means the rush is more of a rush. It's faster. Also, the scout rush is quite easy to put off. All you need is food, and you should have quite a bit of food left over from going up to feudal. He's still producing villagers, so good for him. Tiarun, what is Tiarun going for? Almost on feudal now. He's not collecting gold, so we can guess he's going for a scout rush as well. It's quite a late feudal time though. And Jupe is being a bit of a nasty so-and-so and is trying to harass a bit with his first scout. Anyway, both players have found each other, so we're not going to see a boring game where one player tries to find the other for the entirety of the game. Stable is going up, so yeah, we are going to see scouts. Yeah, not too much to say. He hasn't got much of a defensive base. Whether he's making spearmen, which I would recommend he do. Yeah, he's making one spearman. I recommend around 3 maybe, just to post one on your lumber camp, one in your berries or gold, and then one on your other lumber camp. Although he's kind of abandoned this one now because it's in an awful place. He is getting bit axe as we speak, and I'm not sure why Jupe attacked that barracks with his scout. It's quite weird. Maybe it's some pro tactic which is unbeknownst to me. I'm just going to check the stream one sec. Yeah, sorry, I just looked at the stream and there are people watching, so that's nice. Anyway, so Jupe is releasing his scouts at the moment. He only has 3 now because he kind of sacrificed the other one over here, but you know, whatever. I don't know what that was. Maybe he just kind of put his scout on aggressive stance or defensive stance and then left it next to the barracks. Maybe I'm not really sure. Switch to Tiarun to see what's happening. Tiarun is housed. Tiarun, get on that house, man. Are you building a house somewhere? Okay, he is building houses, but this could be awful. Oh no, 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 no. Get that spear man over there, man. Oh no. Yeah, this is quite bad. He's been housed for at least a minute now. Well, no, I say at least a minute, around 30 seconds, which is not good. If Jupe was paying attention, he could probably have picked off that scout, but he's probably focusing his attention on his scouts over here. yeah, if Tiarun can just get a couple more scouts up, then we can have quite an entertaining game. Another scout has come up to the front for Jupe, so that's interesting. Finally finished that house, so he can start producing more scouts. More farms going down. He obviously wants to get that food production up if he's going scouts. He'll also want to get the +1 attack, and presumably he'll want to get bloodlines. Oh wow, that's quite interesting. I don't know if you can see that, but Tiarun is actually playing Age of Empires HD whilst we're watching him play Age of Empires HD. That's quite interesting. A bit of, I wouldn't say Inception, more like Age of Empires and Age of Empireception. I'm not really sure, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so Tiarun is making more scouts as we speak. Jupe scouts are kind of probing at the moment. They're kind of doing more scouting than harassment at the moment. I'm not sure whether I should sign out, go offline so I don't get any more of these notifications. But anyway, Tiarun has got 4 scouts now, so he can go toe to toe with Jupe. Oh, actually, Jupe's got 5. But Jupe doesn't have any upgrades, and neither does Tiarun, so that, yeah, no, he can't quite go toe to toe with them. But if he gets the +1 from his barracks, he should be able to hold his own against them. He also has enough spearmen to kind of compensate. If he goes for some harassment now, that could be very worthwhile. Jupe has no spearmen down at his base at all. He has started transferring into archers though, so he will have a couple of archers, but unless archers don't really pose much of a threat to scouts unless they are massed up, and maybe with a spear or two supporting. So he could do some effective harass. He has got 5 scouts now, and he is a bit slow to react to this. This could be very bad. Go on, get in there. I shouldn't be rooting for Tiarun, should I? Oh, I'm just a biased asshole. Anyway, Tiarun, stop asking me to play. I'm watching you play at the moment. Okay, no, I'm gonna sign out. One sec. Offline. Cool. Sorry about that. Anyway, from the looks of it, Tiarun is about to take gold. He might transfer into archers. Saracens do have very good archer line, much better than the Huns, but the Huns do get cavalry archers, so it is worthwhile going archers in the feudal age for if you are playing Huns. Jupe is about to put out a blacksmith, so he might be thinking of kind of going up soon. He's actually got 45 population compared to Tiarun's 42. Yeah, no, I think Tiarun's eco must be doing a lot better than Jupe's at the moment. He's certainly got a lot more farms anyway. Whether it is better overall is something different entirely. He doesn't have as many guys on wood, so I'm interested to see what he's going for. From his build, it doesn't really seem like he'd go for archers. He doesn't really have enough wood production for that. So whether he's just going to go straight scouts with this would be really interesting. Do a massive feudal push. I wouldn't really think he would, because if Jupe goes castle, then mass cavalry archers beats pretty much anything you can get in feudal, unless you have, I don't know, like a billion skirmishers. Jupe is still in feudal though, and he is pretty close to going up. He's got quite a few archers, but these are very vulnerable to scout harass at the moment. I mean, if these scouts were fully upgraded, they would probably be able to take out all of this. Now this is going to be a bit of a micro war, because Tiarun does have more scouts than Jupe does, but Jupe does have this mass force of archers over here, and Jupe just moved them quite cleverly into this small space over here. That would mean that they couldn't get surrounded, and it would also mean that the scouts would have to, they wouldn't be able to surround the archers, so they'd have to kill them off one by one, rather than kind of all at once when they're surrounded, so they would lose a lot more scouts in the process. Still no upgrades on his scouts. More archer production. Has he got fletching? Hasn't got fletching yet, and he's not getting the +1. However, Jupe is, I think he just forced garrisoned his villagers just to get that much more food. He doesn't quite have that food yet. You can see him repeatedly force garrisoning. Yeah, okay, now he's got the amount of food he needs to go castle. So picking up that, doing that, that he's going for that mass kind of three archery ranger style, and he's even double walling over here, which is a bit weird. I'm not sure why he wanted to double wall over there and not anywhere else, but ah well. He is moving out, so hopefully he'll do a kind of timed attack here where he'll advance to the castle age just as he attacks with his archers and scouts, then get the light cavalry and crossbow upgrade. Let's see what Tiarun's doing. Tiarun is already going castle, as is Jupe, so this is a fairly close game so far. The thing is, there haven't been any major feudal harass. Both players have been fairly tight on dealing with harassment. I think the main harassment that came in was Jupe when he harassed this wood over here, but I'm not sure whether he killed anyone. I don't think he did. I think the spearman did frighten him off. Tiarun does have this nice spearman posted over here. That might just be maybe he's forgotten about it. It might also just be like a kind of outpost. An outpost, but not a building, like a man outpost. And unfortunately for Jupe, he didn't wall properly. It does look like it's walled, so I can't blame him. But he hasn't been able to wall up over here. And if Tiarun was concentrating, he should have killed that villager. Jupe has noticed this. Yeah, he is sending out his scouts to deal with this, but I think there is going to be a villager loss here. One villager down? No villagers down. Oh my god, so close and yet so far. I'm just checking the stream again. Okay, yeah, sorry. I haven't actually seen this game before, for those of you asking in the stream. This is the first time I've seen it. But anyway, so Tiarun has just advanced castle, and I think Jupe is about to advance as well. Let's see. Yeah, Jupe is pretty close behind him. So that's fairly fortunate for Jupe, I guess, yeah. So we can presume he's going to get the crossbow upgrade. We can also presume he's going to get the bodkin arrow upgrade. What Tiarun's going for will be interesting. He's getting camels. Okay, so he's going to go for camels, which is kind of what I said at the start. The thing is, camels work in theory. They don't. It's quite weird because camels are a counter to any cavalry units, but they just don't have the armor. I mean, look at that armor. They've got the same armor as a spearman. Look. Oh no, not good. If he's going to counter cav archers with camels, I definitely think he needs to get the upgrades, the armor upgrades before he does so, and that is a lot of crossbowmen. Tiarun needs to get out a mangonel or something. This is not good. This looks like it could go really heavily in Jupe's favour. More houses coming down, town centre coming down over here. Is there another one coming down anywhere? Not yet. So he is going for a kind of... He is prioritising military over economy at the moment. As for Jupe, Jupe's going for that kind of one town centre power play that is quite common in Arena. I don't know if you saw... There's a game between Doubt and Eddie on Barbecue Turkman's channel recently, and it was a really good game. I really recommend it. And Doubt did actually do a one-town centre power play, and it worked very well. Doubt ends up winning. But anyway, Tiarun hasn't got any of the armor upgrades for his knights yet. He really needs them before he engages. They'll make them so much more efficient. I assume he hasn't got bloodlines either. Oh, this is bad. He needs to get bloodlines and the armor upgrades. Then his knights will just soak up arrows like sponges. Until that happens, it's not going to be good. I'm not even sure if he's walled up around here. I would think that Jupe would be able to actually sneak around by here, but he's just gone and destroyed the palisade anyway because it's, you know, he does what he wants. He's a rebel. Whew. But okay, Tiarun has got the +1, so he is upgrading his knights as we speak. This is very much in favour of Jupe at the moment. The thing is, the longer the game goes on, the more it'll be in Tiarun's favour because he's got a better economy. But I'll just switch to Tiarun. Tiarun does really need to start dealing with these crossbows, and they are just taking these knights out very effectively. I mean, I think only like 2 crossbows have died on a skirmisher, while 3 knights have died already. Not good. He doesn't have bloodlines, he needs bloodlines. He has the first armor upgrade, but you really need both armor upgrades and bloodlines to deal with archers effectively. It might be worth going mass skirmisher. The thing is, he doesn't have the wood. I wouldn't be surprised if Tiarun throws in the towel soon. I think this was just a bad, not exactly bad luck, but kind of bad guesses on his half. I think he assumed that Jupe would be making more cavalry archers than he has. He had made a lot of cavalry archers, but he had so many archers left over from feudal that the camels just didn't really pay off. He is starting to make more knights, and he is getting the second armor upgrade. Fortunately for Tiarun, he does have the economy advantage, so he can in theory make a comeback, but this is looking pretty bad for him at the moment. Whether he makes a comeback or not is up for debate. 3 knights coming out. He should really wait to mass them up more. I mean, 3 knights can take out 5 crossbows fairly easily, but it's not really the same when it's like a 10-to-2 advantage, 10-to-2 battle. And yeah, Tiarun resigned there. That was actually a really well played game. Tiarun played very well. I think that was more of a misjudgment on his behalf. If he's watching this, I would definitely recommend he get bloodlines next time he decides to go knights. Whether he just forgot to go to get bloodlines in this game, I'm not sure, or whether he didn't get bloodlines for a reason. Maybe he was saving food for his economy or something, I'm not sure. But he did play well, and this one goes to Jupe. I'm not sure whether Jupe wins the next one or not, but we'll see. I'm going to cast the game in around... Give me 2 minutes or so to catch my breath. I've also got to do a couple of things for the clan, but yeah, no. I'll be back in around 2 minutes. I'll just go to the achievements, actually. Quick on game. Okay, achievements. As we can see, I'll just take a screenshot of that, actually. Did I take a screenshot? Yeah, cool, got a screenshot. Anyway, yeah. As we can see, Jupe did have better military. He also had better economy. I didn't think he had as many town centres. It's probably because so much of Tiarun's economy got killed off towards the end of the game. Yeah, I think it was just the fact that Jupe was a lot more aggressive. Tiarun did collect more food than him. It's quite a bit as well. 500 food is quite a bit, but in every other aspect, Jupe did have a better economy. Whether that's because he got the feudal upgrades before Tiarun did, or whether he just had more wood. I think also the fact that Tiarun had a really badly placed lumber camp at the beginning came into it. Tiarun did have a fast castle age. If he went for a... Well, no, I say if he went for a night rush, that could have made a difference, but at that point, Jupe had so many crossbows, it wouldn't have really made that much of a difference. Yeah, and it was only a 20-second difference as well. Still, congratulations to both players. Same villager count. That's really interesting, actually, especially seeing as Tiarun had 2 town centres. But anyway, congratulations to both players. They both played very well, and I'm going to cast second game soon. Congratulations to Jupe, and better luck next time, Tiarun. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Till then, Manbeast.